Hi friends, and thanks for joining me for a short yoga flow today. This is a great little practice to do first thing in the morning to just get your body moving a little bit. So it's all going to be floor-based, so if you've got a mat, that will be perfect. And when you're ready, we're going to start laying down on our backs. So just finding yourself a comfortable position. Lovely. Feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. And just place your hands over your belly. Taking some nice, slow, deep breaths in, feeling the belly rise as you inhale and soften on the exhale. Lovely, and then let's hug those knees into our chest. Maybe just take a little rock here, side to side, just feeling your back in contact with the mat beneath you. And then keeping your knees drawn into your chest, we're going to relax the arms out beside us, cactus arms, so elbows bent, palms facing up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let both knees fall to the right side. Maybe your feet or your knees find the floor, or maybe pop a blanket or a block underneath you. And we're here for a few breaths, so just sink in here. Keep going with your slow breaths. Let your body feel heavy. Eye gaze can be up to the sky, or maybe try turning your head to look at your left hand. Just see how that variation feels in your body. On your next inhale, bring the knees back up to center. And then exhale, let them drop to the left side. Again, eye gaze can be up to the sky, or this time maybe turn your head to look at your right hand. Just relaxing into this spinal twist. On your next inhale, back up to center and hug those knees in tightly, maybe taking some little circles around this time. Wonderful, and then change the direction of those circles. Nice, and then we're going to come up to seated. So you might want to cross your ankles here and turn onto one side, or maybe catch hold behind the backs of the legs and rock yourself all the way up. Lovely, finding a seated pose here, crossing the legs, and just roll those shoulders up, back and down. Lovely, take a deep breath in, lift them up. Heavy breath out, let them drop. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Good. Inhale. This time, lift the head and heart. And as you exhale, round through the back, drop the chin to the chest. And again, moving through this little seated cat-cow flow, rounding through the back. Last time here. And then meeting back in center. Lovely. Taking another little twist. We're going to cross the hand over and then reach up and then circle that arm behind you. Beautiful. Little twist here. And exhale back to center. Let's swap it over. So opposite hand to the knee. Inhale, reach up and then circle that arm back. Taking a beautiful twist. Keeping the crown of your head reaching up to the sky. Last breath in. And then return to center. Lovely. We're going to take a fold. So just gently walk those hands forwards and then just soften into this stretch here. Your hands might find the floor or maybe your forearms. Just see what feels good for you today. And then let's just enjoy a few slow breaths. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up and take those hands behind you. Fingertips point towards your feet this time. Inhale, we're going to lift the head and the heart, lovely, opening across the chest here. Beautiful, holding it just as you are. Or if you want a little more here, you can try pressing up, lifting the hips for a deeper stretch. Last breath in. And exhale, lower it down. Lovely, we're going to bring the feet up and then change the cross of the legs. Beautiful. Just get yourself comfy, have a little rock if you need to. And then again, let's roll those shoulders up, back and down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let them drop. One more time, breath in. And breath out. Inhale, lift one arm up. And this time, exhale, side stretch. Beautiful. Keep that top shoulder rolling back and open. Feeling that lovely stretch down the side of the body. On your next breath in, lift up through center. And exhale over second side. Lovely. Keep that arm reaching, rolling that top shoulder back. A few beautiful long breaths here. Inhale up through center. And this time, exhale, hands come down through heart center. Let's take that forward fold again. So again, creep those hands forwards, trying to keep your sit bones on the mat. And just melt down a little more with every exhale. Let that head feel heavy. Just accepting where we are today, where our body is. On your next inhale, bringing it back up. And one more time, take those hands behind you. Fingertips point towards your feet. Inhale, lift the head and heart, press into the hands. Maybe keep it just as you are, or taking it a little further by lifting those hips. Holding in this pose for 2 more breaths. And exhale, lower it down. Lovely. When you're ready, we're going to come over to tabletop pose. So give yourself a moment, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over knees. Lovely. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the head and heart. And exhale, round, nose to navel. Really press through the hands. And again, inhale through our cat-cow flow, mobilizing that spine today. Last time, moving with your breath. And then meeting me back in tabletop. Inhale, right hand lifts, turn the chest to the side. And exhale, thread the needle, thread that hand through the gap. Let the side of your head rest and feel heavy. And just stay here in this pose for a couple of breaths. Your left hand can stay just as it is, or maybe slide it forwards. Just see how that feels for you. And if it's more comfortable, keeping the elbow bent, you are always welcome to stay there. On your next inhale, press the left hand into the mat and uncurl. Exhale, replace that hand down. Second side, inhale, left hand reaches this time. And exhale, thread it through. Again, let the side of your head feel heavy. Right arm can stay just as it is, or maybe walk those hands forwards. Trying to soften into this pose with every exhale. And then bringing ourselves back up. So inhale, reach left arm to the sky. And exhale, hand finds your mat. Lovely. We're going to sink ourselves back into a child's pose here. So sink the hips back, creep the fingers forwards, and then relax the head all the way down, resting your forehead into your mat. On your next inhale, bring yourself back up to tabletop, making any little adjustments if you need to. And then extend your right leg away from you, toes in contact with the mat, and really press your heel down towards your mat. On your next inhale, let that foot float up, balancing table. Take a long breath in. And exhale, bend the knee and step your foot between your hands. Your hand can always help the foot if needed. And you might want to just nudge that back leg back a little if that feels more comfortable in your body. Your hands can rest on your mat or maybe up on blocks if that gives you a little bit more space in this pose. Maybe coming up onto the fingertips if that feels good in your body. And just let those hips sink down. Take a long breath in. And on your exhale, gently creep the hands back, straightening out your front leg. Again, you're welcome to have the hands on blocks here, or rest them above the knee on the thigh, just finding what works best for you. Staying with those long, slow breaths. Take a long breath in. And exhale, let's return to that lunge, sinking those hips down. You're welcome to stay just as you are, or if you want a little more here, you might want to sweep the arms up. Eye gaze up to the sky, sinking down in those hips while reaching up with the tips of the fingers. Last breath in. And exhale, float the hands all the way back down. Lovely. We're going to step ourselves back to tabletop and then downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Beautiful. Knees can be soft, pressing the mat away through the hands. And if it feels good, I invite you to pedal push through your feet. So we alternate slowly pressing one heel down and then the other. Keep lifting the tailbone up to the sky. And then finding stillness here in our down dog. Take a long breath in and then sigh it out through the mouth. Long breath in. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Long breath in. And this time as you exhale, bring the body forward, drop the knees down, back in our tabletop pose. Beautiful. Wrists right underneath those shoulders. And we're sending the left leg out long this time. So pressing your toes into your mats. And again, sending that energy out through the heel of that left foot. On your next inhale, let that foot float up, engaging the glutes and the muscles in the back of that leg. And then exhale, bend the knee and step your foot between your hands. Lovely. You may want to inch that right leg back a little if it feels good. And then find where your hands need to be, whether that's flat or on your fingertips or lifted up on some blocks today. And then when you're ready, let's come back to that breath. Sinking down in those hips. Take a long breath in. And exhale, walk the hands back, gently straightening out that left leg, lifting the toes up to the sky. And holding here in this half split pose. Crown of the head reaching forward, so we're trying to keep some length in that spine rather than really rounding through the back. Coming back to that breath. And on your next exhale, bend that left leg. Walk those hands forwards to frame your foot. And again, you've got an option to stay just as you are, or you can float those hands up, reaching the fingers for the sky, softening down into those hips. 2 beautiful long breaths here. On your next exhale, float those hands all the way back down. And we're stepping back to downward facing dog again. So step that foot back and then lifting those hips. It might feel nice to just shake your head out a little here. We often hold so much tension in our neck and the top of our back and shoulders. So just give that head a little shake. Pressing strongly through the palms of the hands, tailbone lifting for the sky. Take a long breath in. And as you exhale, roll the body forwards, drop the knees down, and then we're melting back, child's pose. Sink the hips back, creep the fingers forwards, and relax your head onto your mat. On your next breath in, bring yourself up to tabletop. And then cross your ankles and sit yourself back, finding a comfortable cross-legged position again. Place your hands on your knees and gently press down, grounding yourself. Lifting up through the crown of the head, shoulders relaxed and down. Inhale, bring the hands in. And exhale, let the shoulders soften. Take an inhale, high prayer. And exhale, hands come down to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today, and I wish you a beautiful day.